welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. I'm Goron.
And I'm annoyed.
And here we are ready to face off against George, round 2.
We went back through the entire thing so we can refill the fairies and get me back at full hearts so I can fight this guy on somewhat even terms. I'm still gonna die.
You just need to remember to take advantage of the very, very thin windows of opportunity. And I do mean very thin.
Alright, well, that happens.
Yeah, I think I missed it. What even hit you there?
George Jr. Fucking despawn the fucking thing then! Jump, damn it! Not that far. Or that.
Oh well, I still got you on him.
Damn it all! Alright, what's the new setup then?
So I was just checking what the guide said about this part specifically, and it basically just recommends anytime you're not jumping, just slash with your sword. Because you can apparently chop those green ones out of the air.
We knew that because last time they spit out a heart at me that, like this time, just fell. Alright, well that fucking works too.
They don't want to leave you alone.
No, they don't. But they love to hit me. Alright, well.
That phase went pretty well. And this is the last phase, 100% last. Like, there's not even a blue cycle, I don't think. So I checked the phase count and figured that you were good once you got on that last blue one.
Well, only used one fairy the second time I tried.
Well, point is now we can use Fairy Fountain for safety's sake, to be safe. Safely.
Yeah.
And you have your fourth element.
Which means I can officially create the Four Sword.
So it's not recommended to do that just yet.
Well, I figured it probably wouldn't
Story purposes.
I just can.
Now the best dungeon portal ever, the green portal. The GTFO portal.
Fuck the rest of the portals.
Anyhow, now
fuck you, as though you didn't do a damn thing.
Ooh, a fairy. Your hearts are full from picking up the...
For some reason, I thought I had the bottle.
Mm.
Now I do have the bottle, but I don't have the sword.
Oh, there was another fairy. Anyhow, our next destination is going to be back in town. With your Chocarina of Chins.
Yeah. I want to see if they have fairies again. I want to confirm or deny my theory from a few episodes ago. That.
Hey look, that thing I said earlier you might accidentally do.
Alright, so that one is confirmed to have a fairy. If not always, then at least most of the time. So yeah, it seems like I was right a few episodes ago.
So we could have just farmed there instead of going to the anti-fairy.
Yep. Now we know that.
I didn't remember these were there.
I didn't either.
Yeah, now we know that for when one of us decides to do this for a personal Let's Play. Alright, where we going, Chief? Town, Dojo.
Alright.
I think the dojo is down in the main part, so you'll have to swim across.
It probably is.
So I'm thinking it's that one below you.
Below?
I
think so.
Because I was thinking it was a plain roof building like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is kind of nice that they do the possession thing to show you how it works, so you don't just have to go off a written explanation. That you can get the visualization of what it is.
Would you swing the damn sword? Bye. Never coming back. That's 7.
Yep. Next destination is going to be in Castor Wilds.
No. Next destination is the post office.
Oh yeah. And the guide actually recommends that you use the Shell Station, but I don't think you have enough to worry right now. And you can see your nice reddish hue laying down there.
Why did this one show up without having to leave first?
Because you had already paid for it.
Did I?
Yeah. You had it paid for it, but it doesn't appear until you get the Tiger Scroll. And now you've got the next one paid for, but it won't appear until you get the 8th Tiger Scroll. Which is what we're on the way to do. And you need to dash to the west end of the area and enter a tomb.
The west end?
Yes.
I want to test something out, so.
I mean, it'll probably get you some distance, but I doubt it'll get you enough distance. Or are you going to try the running jump?
Well, that was the plan.
Don't think it's that west end, because that would lead to the dungeon. Say that west end, I meant that part of the west end.
Oh, wait, right. There's something else we need to hunt down here.
Is there? Oh, yeah, I remember too. See, I am good. Don't remember what creature it was, though. I'm sure it was gold. Is it a rope? It was a rope. It's a rope that done playing itself. Took a few hits for it. It's fucking gone. Forgot how fast the gold ones are. Till I saw that happen. Well, you just made back half of that Swordsman newsletter.
Alright, now. I wish we could burn those frickin' thorns. Alright, so where are we going?
Generally west until you find a tomb.
West until I find it. West until I find a tomb. Up and then west until I find a tomb.
Up and then east and then west until you find a tomb.
Southeast, then southwest, then west until I find a tomb. Hey! That's right, dumb fuck. Come here.
Dumb fuck?
Alright.
No, that's going to be Ocarina.
Fair enough. Have a good day, sir.
Legitimately intended to name him that. As an homage.
Alright, so. Alright, can't do that. So where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Maybe you have to hit the far north side to be able to go all the way over. Oh, or just do that.
I hate that your sword has to be an equipped item for you to be able to swing it. Or
I mean,
use it.
Considering the GBA, there weren't a whole lot of buttons, and they needed a way for you, activate the sword instead of just having it do it automatically.
Yeah, they could have just not had you talk to Eslo ever, though, because he's completely useless. Select to switch between an item or a sword.
Well, yeah, but in the case of some story things, he is like, hey, this is how you do it. And for a mobile or a handheld game especially, that's kind of important to have, because people put it down for months at a time. What point in his life do you think he renamed it the Spooky Technique?
Who knows? Just to show off the collection. There it is. It just reteaches us how to do the thing. Anyway, what next?
Lake Hylia.
Does it matter if I ocarina there?
Doesn't say, so I'd do it. You need to be at the southwest part of Lake Hylia. Specifically, we're looking for Waveblade. Pizza!
I like pizza.
I want pizza now.
I would, but I just had Chinese food. Filthy heretic.
That's our next destination.
Alright. Go with Hyrule Field. Alright. I'm pretty sure there are some things like that that I haven't explored yet, but I don't remember.
I mean, they would likely be marked on your map if you just look at the area maps. But we'll save that for a special wrap-up episode.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of it. For like random spawning Kinstone treasure chests.
Alright, hold on.
I don't remember where in the field exactly it showed the waterfall. Huh.
Well, not there, but okay. I'll take it.
200? Shouldn't have taken it.
Well, I didn't know what it was, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. That's nice to know about. That being said, I legitimately don't think you're going to need the rupees anymore.
No, I think I've gotten pretty much everything that requires rupees that I actually care about.
I was going to say, unless there's like a mini game that you haven't done. So it's probably farther south. Because I do think it was on the left side of the field somewhere. I want to call him an asshole, but honestly, you didn't need the money.
And he only made me lose 15. I found it wonderful. Or fucking not.
One more idea, then. It's that one cave that's beside it. Poor Octorok just got in the way. You're not gonna try going through the cave?
Change your sword skill forever and stuff.
Yeah, the way he talks is great. I love how the one who, taught you the great spin attack said only he ever mastered it. This guy's like, oh yeah, I mastered making it better. Spinning, 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 spinning.
So that's the total duration of the new spin attack.
Which is recommended for clearing rooms of enemies.
Yeah, for good reason.
Now head back to town. Which, I mean, it's close so you could walk there, but you could also not. It's a lifestyle choice.
Funny, I used those exact words earlier about using Dark Dragoon, except I said it was a tolerable choice. No one would ever do it.
That's right, you didn't say it about Totally Awesome.
I used that.
See that belt?
Mm.
See your rock escape?
Yeah.
I don't know how you saw it. You didn't have it out.
Magic.
See, that's the one that I feel like they hid, thinking, yeah, very few people are gonna find it. And then, like, the very first person who played the game immediately thought, I can jump it, there's a bell. Oh. You know?
Ding ding. Bell noise.
Ding ding dong. Ding dong ding ding dong.
Ding dong, eat bell. Says the guy who has anime that they love. Protagonist name is Bell. Oh no. What has become of us? Of me. Alright, where's next? Can I buy some milk? I want to buy some milk.
You're not gonna like what's next.
No, I'm probably not.
Lake Hylia.
Oh yeah. Doesn't the witch have a new potion ready?
I mean, yeah, but it's not gonna be worth a bottle. Because potions are nice in this game since they heal more than fairies, but I don't think they were automatic. Anyway, we need to head to the southeast part this time. So kids, how do you go southeast? Step 1, go north. I hate navigation.
So, bro.
Oh. That's frightening.
Come on, David, what do you got?
He's got the piece that everyone else has.
Yeah, but this is David Jr. He's important. Fuck you. I'm not going back there.
Actually, I think that one might be like one of the easiest ones to get to. Because it looked like it was right by the wind crest.
Wait a minute.
What?
No. He tells you how many kinstones are left.
Assuming that's accurate, of course.
No, those are just the ones for him. He tells you how many kinstones he has left.
Oh,
Probably
hey,
not, but
you have a rock skate.
yeah. I also have a bunch of these fuckers. Or you can just, Or you can just,
Oh, you're trying it from there? I figured you just try it from the land.
Listen, shut up. We all know I'm stupid.
Damn bad at spacing. Very.
Alright, why the fuck jump all the fucking way up when you didn't fucking need to?
I mean, for that first one, you didn't even pull the cape out. You just did normal jump and it worked.
I know, I was trying not to pull the cape out on the second one too, but for some reason it seems to think I'm holding longer. No, I must get up there. I must know. Alright, that worked.
Too bad you can't use that when you're trying to bypass the lily pads.
Right?
Huh. Good call. Yeah, apparently this entire cave section has a lot hidden in it because I scrolled down to figure out when it wants us to go there. And it wanted us to do what we were heading to, and then get the heart piece, and then do this. So, you know, reverse order.
Alright, well, that's cool.
Oh, and there is a mysterious wall in here. So you made it to the second exit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing that I've just seen the reward for.
I'm gonna go up the ladder first.
Okay. Correction.
Well, I'm gonna go up the ladder before I go out the second exit.
Yeah, but you're doing this first. A lot of stuff in here.
I'm sorry for breaking all the pieces, but we've had some situations earlier on in the game where there's been stuff hidden under just the dirt. And I want to get that in case there is any, because those will help.
Actually, don't go to the far right just yet. Or up to the ladder yet. I'm pretty sure the thing that it wanted us to do outside, we have to do before we get any reward out of the ladder.
Alright. Please summon the last Goron. I want that boy to be happy.
That's what the mysterious walls are for.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of interesting that the Gorons are, you know, part rock, part living creature, right?
And they eat rocks.
You're a living creature who inserts something into a rock and makes Gorons.
Alright, well, sorry Nintendo, but I can't help you here.
No wonder they're called kin stones.
Listen, these are not my children. Yet. I will adopt them.
Use them to help you raid dungeons.
Yep. Who needs to find a key when I can just bust down all the walls? So
Anyhow,
don't go up the ladder?
not yet. Because it mentions a Kinstone Fusion having just been done, and I think it's referring to what we were going to be doing outside before you came here. Being said, this has the reward immediately.
I like the reward. There's always a nice reward. I love that upgrade for speed.
Mm-hmm. This cave would have sucked without it.
Oh yeah. It still sucks with it.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, continuing down to the southeast.
Eventually.
Shrink.
Well, sure, I'm glad being Super Saiyan makes me not care.
I was gonna say, I think you actually need to swim north.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, walk northward and swim up. Because there was a little tiny vine to the right and north.
Oh, so there is. What's up, Tim?
I love how you don't take the ladder, you just kind of fall in.
Right? Finally, we're getting some of the blue ones.
You remember your ladder, friend?
Alright, well.
Like I said, there'd be no reward for going up that ladder yet. All it would have redone is reset the dirt again.
Glad you read that.
Would have been so frustrating to go up there, see nothing, come back down.
He has a lot of kinstones. Look at that
I know,
shelf.
right?
And yet he didn't have a partner for himself. That's kinda... I'm checking to see if he has another one.
Like that top left one looks exactly like the one that you need.
Right? Alright, well that worked.
Yeah, now you can go to that beanstalk you opened up.
Well, 20 fusions, or 2 fusions more, and he says 20, so...
So it does seem accurate.
Or at least, relatively.
Yeah. If that's 100% true, then I really, really say that we're going 100% the Kinstone fusions, because if that does keep track of them legitimately...
Then we always know, we just have to keep coming back to talk to Dave.
Yeah, because I wanted to promise it before, but I can't 100% promise that we will find them all, you know? It's easy to miss, you know, a random green Kinstone that, you know, pops up partway through the game with someone you've already fused with twice, you know?
Yeah. But if we know how many there are...
Then we know how much hunting there is to do.
This doesn't look suspicious at all, does it?
That's what they thought you would think. That's what they think you would thought.
Hello!
Maybe digging that out unlocked him.
I don't like you. I barely hate like you.
I like this background every time.
I know, it's really beautiful. Especially for the day and day.
One of those chests will be wasted.
And the other will be wasted just in a different way. Now we're missing 1 heart piece to make a new heart.
Yeah. I think you're missing 5 total for the game.
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, actually head back up the ladder. It's faster this way. Because
Yeah.
you're going to pull out your ocarina.
I realized that after I went down.
Pop over to Castletown, and then from there make your way to the ranch.
Lon Lon Ranch.
I'm sure you can guess where you're going from there.
Actually, no.
The Goron Cave?
Oh. Why was I thinking that was in a different area? You don't know, and I don't know, and they don't know, and no one knows. Oh, look at that. Look at these 8 decapitated Gorons. Speaking of which, I rewatched the Mortal Kombat movie.
It has nothing to do with Gorons.
Prince Goro.
Mm.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Character.
I figured your line of thought was going off decapitation.
Also, yes.
No reaction to what they gave you?
Oh, there's reaction. It's just mostly inner turmoil. The bottle has inner turmoil. I know exactly what I'm using it for. And the bottle does not agree.
At this point, you have the ability to get all 130 figures from the shop, but some of them do require green kinstone fusions first.
Yeah, I figured. And they definitely require me to have more mysterious shells.
But once you get that bottle, the Goron figure is a possible unlock.
It's a lot more shells than I thought I had.
I mean, you have been getting them by the 100.
Oh, yeah. And we have one of each kind except for one type of blue. So... I'm gonna go fill up on a fairy first. This is where the fairy fountain was.
Actually, having just looked through, the next thing we have to do is go infuse the element.
I'm looking for fairies first.
Because the game just got one more heart piece that you can't get yet.
Why?
Because it's for the 130 figures.
Mmm.
And I assume you don't want to do that farming on screen, even though honestly it wouldn't be much farming, not as much as last time, because they're all going to cost multiple this time instead of a bunch of ones starting it off.
Yeah.
Still don't guess you want to do that on screen though.
Honestly, my reason for not wanting to do it on screen is just the fact that I find it incredibly boring, and I know how many people like me there are on the internet.
True, but there are also people like me who will be interested to see each figure as we get them. Just like how there are people interested to see what packs what we'll get from packs. So arguments can be made.
There's a reason I came down here. Trade!
I did tell you that he's made a new figurine.
That's what we're at, guys. And this is what we're trading.
Trade at 50-50, so only 1 in 10 of them will be new.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, but a rock choo-choo works.
He's happy. That means it's new.
And then, like, as soon as I pull this, we're gonna see what happens if it's not new.
I just remembered, can't you buy mysterious shells at the shop too?
Oh, yeah! Well, I'm gonna try and wear down some of these first.
Yeah. Understandable.
Red one. Cuckoos. Fuck those.
That's what made me think of the buying them in the shop, as I realized that you are going to be, not getting a ton of rupees.
Alright, well.
That being said, 17 goes into 780. Roughly 40-ish times.
By the way, not gonna do it, but this is what it takes for us to guarantee that we're gonna be getting a new one.
50 more than it guarantees us to get. 50 more than it takes for us to have a 50% chance. So I'd rather spend 34 and have two 50% chances than spend 67 for a guarantee. At least at this point. Maybe if we have like 400 and are missing like 3 figures at the end,
Yeah. Though, with the fact that we can buy them, there is a slight amount of a slight amount more willingness in my mind to go over 50, but I don't see why we would when we can just, have a 1 in 2 chance.
Yeah, we still need so many figures that it's probably best to maximize your spending, or minimize your spending, so you have the maximum chances.
Yeah.
Even though this 50% chance doesn't seem to like you at all, until you get this Goron figure right here.
I fucking hope. Ah, fucking grandpa.
Schmitty. Schmitty.
We don't need grandpa. Ooh, Bomberosis.
That's what they're called.
That's a nice name too. I like that name.
Yes, Red Bomb is an apt name for them.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Mathematically, technically, spending 1 for the 33% chance would probably still be better, but,
With 50% giving me a 1 in 10 chance of getting a new one. Igor! Yeah, I know it's Igor. But Igor.
They only move when you put an arrow in. Now it'll be 19.
Yep. Ooh, a blue egg.
Yahoo!
Monster Lady. Alright.
Oh, and we haven't done that.
Oh, we haven't gone there yet. Alright, yeah, I forgot about that. We can do that. Just.
We should do the Elemental Sanctuary first, though. Just in case there was anything else after that we can lock it. The quest rewards. Being said, given the number of shells you had, I'm glad we are doing this first, because shells and rupees both are something that we need to burn through. So we can stop wasting them. Because just this episode, I think you've wasted like 400 plus rupees.
Not on purpose.
I know. Point is that it happened. And it's still happening technically, but 5 at a time, I don't think it's going to matter that much. At most, that's going to be 200-ish rupees based on how many pulls you're going to get to make out of this round.
These things are annoying. Though it is cool seeing the statues of some of them. I just don't like how time-consuming this is.
And then from this little gem of an idea, Nintendo invented an elbow.
A yellow egg.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
A yellow guy. They're not fast, but that iron ball is. The fact is, there's more to that.
There's more?
But
there doesn't need to be. Yeah. They're not fast, but the iron ball is. Yep, I found that one out first hand. And second hand. In the same room. Alright, yeah.
It worries me that they seem to all be in chunks like that.
Right? Ball is a bruiser. Try to hit them after they swing. No.
Back to that ball is boulder.
These These huge boulders come crashing down from cliff walls. Yeah, they fall in a random pattern, so watch out.
That confirms that the game creators consider those boulders a type of enemy.
Right? Because they come between rope and ball and chain soldier.
Also, rope right above boulder doesn't sound like it would be an enemy name.
Like? Rupee-like. Mo Boblin. I am here to mow down Boblin with all the guns. Bulldozer. Pesto.
Postal.
Yeah, it's one of the more crazy, or not crazy, but silly ones. Wizrobes. Fuck you.
Octocox.
Doctorock. Golden Rope.
One of the things
appears in, well, we don't know. Legendary Golden Rope. I've killed 3 of them. It's much more aggressive than the normal ones. It will attack you on sight if it can unstuck itself.
But yeah, those are some of the things that you have to do Kinstone fusions to get all of the to get the statues for.
Yeah. Lever. Gleerock and Big Green Cha-Cha.
Which means you're gonna have to get George.
Yep. That is his actual name, isn't it?
It's Gyorg.
Oh.
Gyorg. That's why, though, I and a lot of other people call him George. Or call him George.
It's like, there's a monster in Ruby that people call Kevin because it doesn't have a canon name. But it's a giant dragon that was hiding under the top of a mountain that just, like, lays eggs that other monsters come out of. So people just call it Kevin because it doesn't have a canon name.
So it's like a cross between Typhon and Echidna.
Yeah. I could just show you Kevin at some point. Pineapple. And yeah, that's not much of a stretch to say that her name is short for Pineapple, because there's Brocco, the guy with broccoli hair.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even say short for, it's just other language version.
Yeah, Pina.
The funny thing is, you know, when you want to think about the most common use of Pina here, is when people say Pina Colada, right?
Yeah.
So, man, there'd be a lot of jokes to be made if Pina went for a colonoscopy.
Ooh, Red Dark Nut.
The mini-boss. Pina colonoscopy.
These Dark Knight Commanders are strong, but if you relax
and wait for your opening, that just sounds like
a colonoscopy. Relax, wait for the opening.
Which, that being said, if I remember right, he was willing to give you one.
He tried to give me multiple colonoscopies.
And your solution was to
give him a colonoscopy.
I was to say, jump and expose your bottom side to him.
Huh. I don't know about this adventure anymore.
I mean, from day one, you were being pimped out by a stone princess.
Gustav.
Royal Spirit.
Gustav.
Gust AF.
Gustav Max.
No wonder there were 2 wind dungeons in this game.
Bye. I'll see you later.
For the sake of the recording and time, we should probably keep this moving.
Yeah, probably. Another golden one. Fuck you.
You still need the other big chew, though, don't you?
Yep. 517.
You know how we question how he knows about all the Picori and stuff?
Yeah.
How does he know about the big choo-choos? Because specifically, it's not that they were big. You just happened to be tiny when you fought those specific ones. Meaning he has to know your specific adventure to the T to know about them.
This is just the Legend of Zelda version of... What's his name? Oh, hello.
And there's a bird.
Hehehe.
Two birds.
This is just the Legend of Zelda version of, what's his name from Supernatural? The guy who just, like, writes down all of Sam and Dean's adventures.
Chuck.
Chuck, that's his name. I don't even care about Supernatural when I knew about that guy. That's great. That's a great joke.
Chuck's thing, though, is that he writes them before they happen.
That's because later on you find out Chuck's a god. Spoiler alert. If you didn't know that at this point, that's like how many seasons ago now?
Actually, not too many.
And by how many?
Maybe 4 or 5.
So it's like 4 or 5 years back. If you have avoided that spoiler for 4 or 5 years, I'd like to fucking know how, because we can barely avoid spoilers for a week.
True, but we're also on the internet a lot more than most people.
Well, if you're avoiding that spoiler and you're watching this video, I would like to know how the fuck. Yeah, what?
She's hungry.
Probably. There's no probably to that. She's always hungry.
Is it bad I want to say start doing 51%?
No, it's not. Keys. I'm actually curious about something. I want to know the price of the mysterious shells. Because I've gotten down to 448, so I have room for them.
Yeah, you have room for 551 of them.
So I want to figure out how much they cost so that I know. Alright, 30. ₹200 for 30.
So he basically is charging you 6.6 repeating per shell.
Alright, that gives us 400 free, which is a good bit of freedom for those doubles we're gonna pull.
It's at least nice that you don't have to run back and forth between like him and the lever to do it.
Yeah.
It does suck that you can't just talk to him to do it, though. Like that you have to pull the lever.
Yeah, that's part of my thought process on what makes it so annoying. Or that you can't do it multiple times at once.
Mm-hmm. But that would be difficult because of the whole, like, percentage thing. Spiny beetle, that took a strangely long amount of time to get.
Yeah, considering that was one of the first things we faced.
Yeah, you already have the wind drag.
Speaking of wind stuff, I think I have 2 Gusto cards for you.
Ooh.
Whirlwind and Feather.
Nice.
Or,
I know what you mean, by the way.
yeah.
Lucky too.
I'm unsure about the Whirlwind. I might have just seen it in Christian stuff and set it aside. I know I have Gusto Quill. That's the name of it, right?
Quilpin of Goldus?
Yeah, Quilpin of Goldus. Whatever.
But yeah, I was just thinking, like, literally earlier today, that that's a deck that whenever I, start having spare money, I would love to finish IRL. Partly because there are new Gusto cards announced. So, Zillin Friends, also known as the Pied Piper of Hyrule.
No, Zill's the kid with drippy nose.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it says her right there.
The picture is still the Pied Piper of Hyrule.
Yep. Oh, so he knows a lot about Hyrule. Too bad he was kidnapped by the Kenstone dude.
He's walking them in the direction of the lake based on that, too. Not quite a river, but Pied Piper of Hyrule.
I mean, I can't even argue against that at this point. You've made too many points. Shut the fuck up, Pied Piper! So, logically, we're probably going to do a lot more farming of this off-screen.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because that means we're probably going to farm for a bunch of kidstones and rupees and,
Yeah, for now,
shells.
I'd say it's safe to move on, because you burn through some rupees and some shells and have space again.
Yeah.
I figured that's what you were going for, but...
It is.
Point out. Anyway, next stop is the Elemental Sanctuary. So you can finally use your 3-sword.
Get through those guys again.
For hopefully the last of time. Maybe
Hopefully
second
the
last.
last Satanos.
I think it's the last time that you have to get through them specifically.
Asshole.
But
I didn't mean to go that far.
you almost did it very skillfully.
I didn't mean to go that far.
Not saying you did mean to, just saying you almost did it very skillfully. Jeez.
Shut up. I don't need people to know that I'm almost skilled. Almost.
Okay, I'll start listing off what skills you don't have yet in ESO.
A lot of them.
You know, there's the obvious ones, like the sorcerer skills, the paladin skills, and the whatever they decided to call thieves skills, and the,
No, I have some legendary skills.
well, yeah, but I mean the, like, class.
Oh. Nightblade.
Nightblade, that's what they called it. Because I know it's assassin, but really, in Elder Scrolls, it's just thief.
Yeah.
And the warden and the sixth role I don't remember the name of. What is the sixth one? Necromancer, that's what it is. Yeah, it took me a minute. You know, obviously you're missing those, and you're missing any tied to DLC, so like jewelry crafting and all that.
That's the only crafting one I don't have.
It's the only crafting one I don't have too.
Might be a reason for that.
Yeah, like it's tied to a DLC or something.
Yeah. Like we're poor or something.
What? Oh, I realized what you said. I heard
like we're porn or something.
I heard 444. I was thinking.
Yes. I love how Link decided to test his new weapon on the fucking ancient slab.
And he, in fact, did destroy it.
Right? We must go inside. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, this isn't Dragon Ball Z.
Sorry. Next time on Cake.
Just because we're a blonde guy who screams a lot and tends to take more episodes than we need to do things.
I'm gonna scream for an hour. But it's only gonna take 5 minutes.
I mean, have fun with that, but in an hour, I'll already be on the way back from picking up our editor.
Do I have to break it? I have to break it, don't I?
No, you just want to break it. Maybe walk up and examine it. I like that it's reflecting down to the floor and stuff.
Yeah, that is really cool. Well, would you look over there on the left? It's us. Would you look over there on the right? It's also us. Would you look in the middle? It's our pimp.
Given how early in the game, or in the franchise this is, like, lore-wise, you can only really assume that that must be Skyward Sword-like.
Yeah.
Or that, or it's one that we've never got to play.
Which would also be interesting. Tree!
Because the way Skyward Sword's story plays out, you know, spoiler warning, is that essentially it seems like Skyward Sword Link is the second ever. But the first one was never playable.
Yeah. My issue with that is that the second one ever created the Master Sword, but you don't get to use the Master Sword here.
Yeah, but that does mean that it's theoretically in existence somewhere, just in hiding. And this isn't, like, the level of threat the Master Sword usually comes out for.
Yeah. But they don't know about the Master Sword here. Or at least they don't let on that they do.
Well, I mean, the next time it shows up, I think, in the timeline would be Ocarina, where it was, like, in the temple, and it sort of had that little
The Temple of
downside.
Time is gonna always be where it is. One way or another.
Had sort of had that little downside at the time, though, of, you know, if you're a kid, you have to, you know, be in a coma for a few years to wield it.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard for this Link to do that. Like, by that point, Vati just would have won. Because he doesn't really have, like, a long-term goal. He just wants to get this thing.
Yeah. I finally knew the kitchen you did for you did. Gotcha. I've gotta go unstone my pimp.
Sober her up. Force Lord. Which no longer matches your cape.
Yeah. But it matches my hair. Wow, this place changed a little.
Yeah. Oh look, a stone guard and a stone, I don't remember his name.
And that's how you do it, kids. That's how you break a curse. You swing a sword at a guard. And then an old dude.
Public official, even.
Yeah. He's a fiend. A fiendish fiend. You must stop him. Lest he do more fiendish things. Like a fiend. Thank you. Get out of the fucking way.
Anyway.
Dark Hyrule Castle.
Yep. For reference, there's a room to the south that's helpful, but you know, you don't need to do anything there, but you can always visit it if you need the things that it can supply. Seems like 2 bombs, 2 arrows, 2 fairies specifically is what it supplies.
Which are all very useful for me to have.
Anyhow, going back up a screen, because, you know, we're in a dungeon, usually that'd be its own episode, we're not doing the dungeon right now. What we're going to do is we're going to head left, and then we're going to head up. We're going to try not to die.
Oh, hello.
Gonna try to head up again eventually. Place a bomb along the wall to the right.
Cool, I can kill him in one hit now.
Force it.
Four Sword, by the way, many reasons for it to be my favorite. One of those reasons is the fact that it lets you copy yourself. It spawned one of my favorite games ever.
Shrink down, and then left and down.
Funny thing is, one of my favorite games ever is canonically known by most people as one of the worst games ever.
And fall down the hole.
Am I wrong?
No, most people don't like it. I wouldn't say it's canonically known as the worst, because most Zelda fans will...
one of the worst.
Okay, I was going to say, most Zelda fans will tell you the worst is either Triforce Heroes or Zelda 2.
Oh no, fuck Triforce Heroes.
Anyway, down, left, fall, and hole. Watch out for walk up, small hole at the top, and walk through, and revert.
Why was that in a fucking cell? The release button is in a cell. Hi Daphnes, you have an amazing dungeon layout.
Maybe it's supposed that cell specifically is supposed to be like a panic cell. You know, somewhere where you can hide and only you can get in.
Santa!
After all, it's not like anyone's going to pull a bow on you. Bows are only hidden in dungeons.
Right? There we go. We get a key.
Now you need to head west and climb some stairs. And for anyone watching, feel free to take note of this and consider it to be part of the dungeon exploration.
Because technically it is.
Appears there's a locked door here, but it's actually fake.
Yeah, I've already run into it.
Okay. Down a screen. Multiply link, push block. Get paid. Down another screen. You need the one at the south end. Don't head up the staircase. And for anyone watching, if you're wondering, this is in fact the final dungeon, which is why we're not doing it yet. Now head up the staircase.
I love how you say we're not doing it yet as we do it. Technically.
Yeah, but we're not going all the way through it yet.
No, we're looking for specific stuff.
Yeah, from here you can leave. There's the door.
Yep. I need to remember where the nearest fairy fountain is.
There is one in a tree in the field.
Is there?
Yeah. Slightly to the right of the tingle trees. That one.
Alright.
There was also one at the castle. Under one of the normal fountains.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, that was already full. Alright.
Anyway, next we're heading to Hyrule Town. And entering the school.
We can finally go into school.
Go over a room.
What's up?
Cane of Pachi on the pot.
Checking for fusions first. Cane of pot shot.
And exit through a small hole on the right. Hey, that was a Kinstone fusion.
Asshole.
You now have 18 out of 20 hearts. You see, you still have to get all the figures. You still have to finish the Cuckoo minigame. I don't remember what the third one that you're missing is, but you're 3 heart pieces behind the game, or behind the guide right now. It was probably a Kinstone fusion we couldn't do at the time.
Probably. Oh, I see. I see where I can get on the roof at. Hello, small child. Goodbye, small child.
Well, once you grab that, we need to head to the Minish Woods. It's nice that you basically have everything now. So
Yep.
few things that you're missing.
Alright, so where am I going?
Into the village.
The village?
Yep. And you need to exit the village through the top right.
Top right.
Yep. Were we able to fuse with this guy last time we were here?
Maybe?
I remember that he wanted to fuse.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, I couldn't remember if we did.
Or at least it's not showing up as available anymore, so I imagine we did. You guys? Nothing? Do you want to fuse this child's game with me?
Don't think it was that part of the top right.
How would you know?
Because it points out a place that we got a heart piece before. And then says to jump in the water. Because there is, you know, a house.
I wish they had names.
Yeah, but also would have been a lot of work to individually name them all.
Yeah, but it'd be so cool if they all had an individual name.
Wow, it spawned land. Terraforming.
If only we could do that on Mars. Elon Musk would be happy. I did not know that I was supposed to come back in here.
The guide says only one of his fusions is a red Kinstone fusion.
So he might have a random, and I just happened to get it to be a red one.
The red ones are supposed to be the ones that aren't random, though. Except one in the game.
Who knows?
The one that we missed way back.
Alright, no more. No mas pantalones.
So, let's see. Once again, leave random fuse a third time. So no. Apparently, you had already done a fusion with him, I guess, then? Or his first fusion just didn't happen. Because he was supposed to have 3. And the second 2 were supposed to be red.
Maybe I had already been there. Somehow.
Okay, so next you're going to want to go to Vale Falls.
Alright. Checking to see if they had any, but I imagine it'd probably be in the thing. Which, if David Jr.'s count is correct, that leaves us with 18 to go, I think.
Maybe.
Do you have any? No. Alright, where are we going? Vale Falls.
Vale Falls, yes.
Alright, where in Vale Falls?
To the, one bit of land that appeared by that one cave. Anyhow, due to things that just immediately happened, we're going to have to end the episode here, guys.
Oh,
So, having said that,
that's a good reason to end early.
I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to hit the subscribe button for more content. I hope you stay safe and have a wonderful night.
And if you haven't, oh well.